Looking all retarded, looking all retarded. Looking all retarded, looking all retarded, looking all retarded. Looking all retarded. Looking all retarded, looking all retarded. Looking all retarded, looking all retarded, looking all retarded. Looking all retarded.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to run that one back. That shit was fire. Yo, that's Man O' War 347 or is it 357? I fucking forget. One of them shits. Man O' War, he be in the chats, he be in the shows and all that other fly stuff right there. Yo, Man O' War, if you come through, if you in here, please leave some links to where people can find your music, because you got some heat on your brother. Elm City in this thing, what's happening? I'm gonna try to spit to this shit. Let me see if I can adjust the volumes on the fly so that I could, that shit was hype. He sent me 2 beats, and he's 2 for 2. Let me run that motherfucker back. Hold up. 2 for 2, my brother. I do it with the headphones on so that, you know what I mean, it don't fuck shit up. Yo. How it sound? How it sound? How it sound? How it sound? Yo. Okay, that could work, that could work. Yo. Yeah. Man O' War 357. I'm a man of war. See, living, shooting, killing, leaving, praying, thanksgiving, giving thanks to y'all niggas, wearing, killing. I be killing, motherfuckers like the genre. We're gonna come to break it down. All you sneak niggas, you falling under. What the fuck you wanna do when I smoke the tree? I ain't smoke the tree, I hope to be the best instead of jumping. See, you know it's me, I'm 2 degrees. Motherfuckers, I'm a female like a Judas, see the flowing ease. The show improved, that's a new show. Motherfucking, you looking corny as my noodle. Stupid hoe, kick this shit, rip this shit, flip this shit. Flawless when I rip this shit. So ridiculous, you was on the OBS. Elm City with the peace sign. Through the city, I got the street gram. And what I mean by that, I'm dropping off the trees from. Then I get a second invested in me. Motherfucker, understand how I mess with this. What you wanna do, I got the link and I like the shit. We got a battle live right now. Live right now. I'm excited, bitch. The show improved new show. What you wanna do? Better move, ho. In the way that you steppin' with the spaceman. I sing old school, but I'm never right fan. Shout out to Christ Tattoo, shout out to Styles too. We had the battle going on, and we fought who? Me, up in the dark, and it ain't shit, cause I'm live and I'm hit. And I'm driving like a black balls on your head, blood dropping on your face. Cold on the drink, you was spitting on the place. Dropping on some jewels that I did all on some trouble. This one is the weather for the flow, cause I'm all needed. When I do this, never defeated. What you wanna do? Off the top of the mini cut. Shout out to Blake, he goes up, baby, and he's a fuck. Ooh, when you hear the beat like this, we give it up on the motherfucker, elevation. Elevation, excitation, extraction, just like what's rolling up the spot. Let me calm it down, now space is the best. All y'all niggas going down. What's the riddle what that nigga was? Yeah, guess he's still little. Motherfucking stupid word is born. Now you feel brittle. My bones breaking, my toes shaking, and no way the menses ever wanna get alone, making me a problem to them. Of course I be one. Motherfucker got the flavor every season. For the right season, survival shit. What you wanna do when I'm going bitch? And Jordan's on the mic too. You can't get up on that hand when I strike you. Woo! That shit is fly. Ted, what up? I forgot to give you that shout out in that in the last stream, my bad. Damn, I was spitting on that motherfucker, but I see the mic was fucking up. What you mean rest in peace, multiple man? What up? I forgot to give you that shout out in that I hope you on some just trolling shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me see how that sounded. Damn, I was spitting on that joint. Right.
It was kind of a little scratchy. Scratchy like itchy, itchy like scratchy. I'm gonna play the first beat of his, you know, because I told him I'll play the joints on the show. This is Man of War 357. Yeah, I think 357. Y'all heard that when I played that one twice. Let me throw the first one he sent me. He sent me 2 beats, and they shit on everything Brian Vlogs has done, and they shit on everything that I have done as well. And I'm even listening to them, listening to these tracks, and I'm like picking up things that I could do to improve my sound just off of hearing them. But here we go. Here go the other one. All right, y'all. What up? What up? How's my voice coming in? The level's good? My man Ted Kennedy up in here trolling. My nigga Multiple Man is fine. I just went to his Facebook page. But you got me because you made me go check for that shit to make sure. All right. But you know what? It's good that you did do that little trolling, because now we're gonna move on to a fresh Multiple Man joint that I have never heard before, but I already know it's good. Called My Ding-a-Ling. Here goes Multiple Man. My Ding-a-Ling. Let's go.
On a string, she told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling-o.
Fuck them silver bells, it's my big black balls. And when my dick spits black, you better get back, y'all. Have them hoes singing when I sting them with my ding-a-ling. Bitch, you're a monkey. My dick is divine, get in the swing of things. Speak highly intellectual, ever perpetual. Make raps about my dick and still be heterosexual. These hoes will do anything for the Klondike fellas. Plus I dress so fresh, I make Dom Dykes jealous. My ding-a-ling is definitely in perfect condition, letting off-white slimy surface emissions. You best behave, goddamn bitch, look at the mess you made. Usually I keep that motherfucker freshly shaved. Bitches don't get pubic hair stuck in their teeth. My dick destroys vaginas beyond fucking belief. Advanced knowledge on the topic like an older god. Bitches worship and polish my dick like it's a golden rod. When some bitches see my dick, they just stare at it like they're scared of it. Of course I take proper care of it. My penis is everything it's meant for and prepared to be. For every chick that turned their back, my dick was there for me. Gives a fuck, I'm not that motherfucker. All the ass of the smash, it's no wonder I still got that motherfucker. Bang bitches throughout DC in the roughest of times. From busting raggedy ass bras to busting them dimes. My ding-a-ling is my trusty pal. Busting nuts with a thrust like you bust a cow. Yes, the calico. Use my ding-a-ling to slap the face of a back alley hoe. Tally ho, now you know. Ha ha. My dick. Suck it. Suck it. My ding-a-ling, motherfuckers, in your mouth. In your mouth.
Freedom.
Put a championship belt around it.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna knock it. Slow down. I wanna play everybody with my ding-a-ling.
Do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd Denny yo, do the Todd, do the Todd. I got a new dance that you ought to try. Just move your arms from side to side. All my descendants are Jacob. Space fresh face, no makeup. Say you really want a baby, fuck a prophylactic. Check the mail, girl, you might get a frozen package. It's time for the procreator. One good squirt from the turkey baster. All thanks given to the Most High. You got a Facebook, baby, and it's alright. Word to Todd, yo, I'm trying to have me 30 children. They say Canada dry, but I heard you chillin'. You have a baby, people really wanna see the lot. Fuck a sperm bank, head right to your P.O. box. But when you squirt it in right on your cervix, I'ma do my new dance, watch me work it. Wishing you could join me, but you sitting still. You know you can't move for at least 30 minutes. Sometimes I nearly hit the floor getting dirty with it. The Todd Daniel, cause homie is the first that did it. I just put it in a song with the verse I spit it. Shouting out all of y'all that are thirsty to get it. Get what? Well, I'm talking about the strong nut. Got a line of lovely ladies stepping on up. Keep it cold till you ready to inject the flavor. Have a fine boy or girl and I'll check you later. Might catch you a little later on a live stream. Girl, you know I'ma wanna see my fine king. The whole time I'ma crawl around acting silly. Bugging out, but we all know who the Mac is really. I wanna see him, let me come and get him, yo. And if you front, I'ma dumb out and hit the dirt. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd Denny, yo. Do the Todd, do the Todd. The Todd Denny, it. Move your arms like you Popeye eating spinach. In the club, yeah, you need some elbow room. Looking crazy at first, they'll know soon. And in not much time, they're gonna respect the daddy. Do the Todd dance when your lady getting naggy. Acting up if you see her going nuts now. Let her know around the world you mail a nut out. Plus I got a 29-year-old lesbian. Shorty want a shorty, so she let me in. She say she like the way that I crawl and move. Oh word, well I'm busting this all in you. With a girlfriend waiting in the next room. She want a kid too, we'll be having sex soon. Women got that clock so they rushing, while us men keep on busting and busting. This nut slinging make you rich, do you feel me? It pays better than blood, what the deal be? I might make a Misha or a shot quita. Yeah, I know they just wanna have these light features. I know it's fucked up, but what's a guy to do? I just let out a sigh when I slide on you. But when I take a trip to the post office, between us two, who getting the most of this? All of these women, I'm busting a lot. Got me busting through doors like the juggernaut while I crawl on the floor, bitch, you know that I'm dancing. Doing the top cause my kids come out handsome. Yes, they are beautiful, have me a coat. All of them doing the Todd and yo. All of you fellas that's out there should try it. And if you a lady, I might fertilize her. Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd and yo, do the Todd, do the Todd. I go hard like Todd making toddlers. 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 I go hard like Todd making toddlers.
Okay, that was the Todd Danny-Ode. Everybody doing the Todd Danny-Ode out there. Next time I go to a party, a club, a venue, I will be having people doing that Todd Danny-Ode. You're gonna see some ladies doing this shit, and trust me, I'm having it on camera. I'm a bugged out dude like that. I rock out like that. I was even thinking if I do a video for that, I gotta find some little mixed kids or whatever and having them do the Todd Danny-Ode. But I don't think I'm gonna go that crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, welcome, welcome, 4 people in the building. You know what I'm saying? Such a little small, poor audience, poor me. But of course, we're going to grow, we're going to get bigger. Elm City up in this thing. Ted Kennedy, again, pardon me for not shouting you out in the last thing. I hate when people skip over me in the shout outs and shit. That trolling over that multiple man shit, you had me look on his page, and that's how domino effects happen. Sure enough, he alive and well with a brand new song, and I played it right before this one. That brand new song is called My Ding-a-Ling. Go to SoundCloud, search Multiple Man. You can find him. That My Ding-a-Ling shit is crazy. Man of War, I don't see him up in this piece yet, but I played 2 of his beats. Them shits was fire. I did a freestyle. That freestyle I did was dope too, but I didn't test the levels because I just did that on the cuff. I don't think, y'all was even able to hear it that well. Miko Media, of course, in this thing. And yeah, and peace to those that may come. May peace be upon you and all that other good stuff. So, yeah, man. The Show Improve. That's the new thing. SNP. That's going to be my show. The Show Improve. At first I did the Show My Ass, but I guess it's a more mature, even more fly name than the Show My Ass, because, everything we do over here going to be fly. So, yeah, that's the new thing. And you know what? I think that's a dope name, because that's what I'm about. I'm all about showing and proving. Showing, improving, and improving. As well as my gathering. Welcome all that may become the adept. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be my clique, the adept. You know what I'm saying? We put our pinky fingers up and shit like that. Oh, yeah, Concrete Jungle in this motherfucker. Let me not glance you over on some dumb shit, right? When I'm talking about niggas glancing niggas over. Let me make sure I got this chat on live just in case something happened. a live chat, so this way I don't miss a motherfucking thing. But you know, anyway, welcome, whoever's made it come. Yeah, so I was on the phone with my homeboy Dread, you know, my business partner, my homeboy. We were chopping it up a little bit. I told him at the beginning, or at least I thought I told him that, you know, I was recording. I had the shit live. He thought we was having a private conversation, so I might have to put that video on private. But he was in here dropping a few jewels about YouTube and how to embed certain codes to get your shit popping and everything. So I'm definitely gonna have some convos with him later about, you know, all the fly shit that could be done for that. And you know, he be on some keep shit secret, don't tell motherfuckers. I'm on some it's enough room for everybody to eat. So you know what I'm saying? Whatever I learn, I definitely will share with the collective. Of course, with the adept. And for anybody that's just trying to do their thing, I'll share whatever, you know, jewels and gems, you know, I learn along the way. I wanted to get him on the show because he's the dude I was talking about. If you saw one of my other videos yesterday, he loves him some 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? We got a house that's right by where 6ix9ine is from, and you know we used to see him at the corner store when he was you know, mad broke. And I don't mean broke like just not millionaire. I mean like broke among broke people, like super hurting. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say dude was a good kid. Like you could tell when you're in a neighborhood, when you see somebody, you could kind of get the vibe if they're on some bullshit or if they're on some like big gang shit or not. And you know, if you're familiar with the Tekashi 6ix9ine case, he's caught up on Fed charges, RICO, racketeering charges, and stuff like that. And they had an investigation on that gang. Treyway, they had an investigation on him going back since 2013. They've been trying to piece and put a case together. So, and they're trying to say that he's involved with, you know, a lot of different stuff. But trust me, that no way. I'll tell you straight up. Prior to like a year and a half ago, he ain't have no money that says that he's part of any big crime syndicate. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, his lawyer is now letting people know that, look, he was never part of the gang. He was just doing that for music, for record sales and stuff like that. And to me, that's a good reason why you should never front. You know what I'm saying? You should always just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because situations like this happen where you get exposed. Let's say best case scenario, he gets out. You know what I'm saying? If he does, then that whole gangster, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm Mr. Tough Guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mr., you know, I'm blood and all that. That shit's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? The only way that he could get out of the legal situation is by way of admitting to the fact that, you know, all that shit was a ruse. You know what I'm saying? A bamboozle. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for those that may not be familiar with Tekashi 6ix9ine or the story like that, I'll do a very brief summary. Okay, 6ix9ine from Bushwick, Brooklyn. He started popping with the Gummo video. He had his first video had a whole bunch of whole lot of gang shit in there, Bloods and stuff like that, Treyway, everything like that. That song took off. It popped. And every subsequent song that he dropped after that popped. And, you know, it had a lot of, you know, gang members and, you know, it was on some hard body Brooklyn blood shit. Pretty much all his tracks were like that. And he started affiliating himself with Treyway, which is part of the non-Trey Bloods, which are Bloods that go back since the 90s. I guess since non-Trey. You know, don't quote me on that. But Treyway is like a subset of non-Trey. You know what I'm saying? So he associated himself with that. It looked like he was purporting himself as an actual blood member, although that's a little hazy. It's a little sketchy. I don't know if he did any shit that you got to do to get initiated into that. I don't even know all the details. If anybody knows, you could add to that situation. To me, he parallels Tupac in a lot of ways. If you remember, Tupac was rocking with Suge Knight and the Pirus and all that stuff. But Pac himself was not an official member of that gang. He was just rocking with them. He did start wearing a little bit of red, and he did start rolling with them. And you know, when the night that he got shot, allegedly, you know, he snuffed a dude. You know, he set off the fight where they jumped that other guy. Now the Pac shit, there's many different theories and ways. I'm just going along with the most known narrative. My personal feelings about where Pac is, if any of that shit was true, I'm on some other shit. But for the sake of argument, I'll just you know, tell it the way that it's been told. But Tupac, around when he was rolling with Thug Life were Crips. You know what I'm saying? He started out with the Crips. Then when he went to jail, got bailed out, started rolling with the Bloods. Now Tekashi 6ix9ine, prior to that Gummo video, when, you know, he wasn't widely known, but he was, you know, trying to get his weight up and get known, he was rolling with Crips at first. You know what I'm saying? So he started out from the Crips, started rocking with the Bloods. Shotty, you could say his manager or whatever their relationship is, you could compare him to like Suge Knight. So you got Suge Knight, Tupac, Shotty, 6ix9ine. As understand, one of the stories they say was 3 days before Tupac allegedly got shot, that he had fired his death row lawyer, David Kenner, and that he wanted to leave death row. Fast forward 2018 with Tekashi 6ix9ine, the day right before he got bagged up, he was on the Breakfast Club saying that he's not associated, you know what I'm saying, with Treyway or none of that, and he's totally dolo right now by himself. So, red face in the motherfucker, what's happening? I used to watch DJ Academics, got tired of him because he's a culture vulture, but I'll check out some of his vids. About to be some niggas bitch, yeah, it's possible. I mean, I was thinking about that shit too, just to, and that's that weird culture. You know, we got that weird, you know, the current incarnation of cool kids, so to speak, is very weird. You know what I'm saying? They wearing tight clothes, 6ix9ine coloring your hair and stuff like that. They carry a whole lot of feminine traits, but also mix it with gangsterisms. But the fact that he carries a lot of feminine traits, shit, if he does have to do some hard time, yeah, man, I'm sorry to say, you right. He's going to be looking mighty, mighty sweet to some, you know what I'm saying, some hardened lifers up in that motherfucker. But his lawyer, I want to play a little something, because the latest rumor in Rumorville is that 6ix9ine is expected to be released. The lawyer's claim is that their case against 6ix9ine in general is very flimsy, because, you know, they're bagging them up on some RICO, some racketeering charge, meaning just by way of being part of this organization, whatever shit that they got going on that they did, being that you're an official member of it too, you're gonna feel the heat and you're gonna feel the penalty for that as well. But let me play this joint. What's this from? Jabot or one of these news outlets. But I'm gonna play the thing that they talking about the lawyer saying that he expects him to get out.
According to his lawyer, so we will see what happens with that. But so far, the new information as well, 6ix9ine lawyer claims and is very confident that the charges against 6ix9ine will be dropped, that he will beat the case. And we've seen this with a lot of different lawyers, man. They always say this, and it's honestly the truth. Like, what else can you really say? You really got to be confident that you guys will win this case, especially when it comes to the feds. They have a 93 conviction rate. Now, this article that Hot New Hip Hop released, it says here, XXL recently spoke to Lance, which is 6ix9ine's lawyer, regarding 6ix9ine's case. He claims that the charges against 6ix9ine is facing are excessive, but he does feel like they will be dismissed. And he said, this is the statement that he said: I believe that the charge against him is an overcharge by the U.S. Attorney Office, and that when the facts come out, I am confident that the charges will be dismissed. As it relates to Daniel Hernandez, Lazaro told the publication. The judge brought up 6ix9ine's alleged connection to an armed robbery that took place in April, where he's being accused of using and brandishing a firearm in a scenario that left a man shot in the foot. However, Lazaro denies that 6ix9ine's role in these incidents, and this is what he said: I don't believe that 6ix9ine participated in any of these three incidents that they're referring to. Lazaro said 6ix9ine was not even in the state of New York for the July 16 incident. He added, yet he's being charged with a shooting when he hasn't even been in the state of New York. You can't be guilty of a crime if you're not present. Also, in another article, it says here that he did speak to somebody else, and it says an entertainer who portrays a gangster image to promote his music does not make him a member of an enterprise. All right, so that's what 6ix9ine's lawyer said. He spoke to another blog, and he claims that 6ix9ine is completely innocent of all the charges that he's facing, racketeering charges, and etc., which we know that he's facing a minimum of 32 years in prison or max, which is life. All right, so he feels like everything will be perfectly fine when they go to court or whatever, trial, whatever you want to call it. But 6ix9ine lawyer claims that they will beat the case that he's facing right now by the feds, which is a 93% conviction rate. So we'll see what happens with that. And that is it for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. But yeah, I'm out.
100 cups, hold me.
Okay, that's one of the latest reports by YouTuber Jabode TX. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to him. He, does a lot of latest hip hop news and shit like that. Yo, there's a whole bunch of like academic clones out there, and it seems like I was talking to my man on the phone earlier. I'm like, well, this dude's kind of a little different, but a lot of these people, they all say the same cliche shit. Do this for the gang, 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 and it's just a bunch of stupid shit. I like academics. And the second biggest dude, who might be bigger than him, if you're familiar with, what's nigga's name? Damas Live. Damas Live is pretty, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty good money. He be getting shit before academics now and everything. And he already hit like 1 million plus subscribers. And he just started maybe like a year ago, where academics is around roughly 2-point-something million, 2.1, 2.2 million subs. And he been rocking since what, 2013, 14, something like that. So, there's a lot of these folks out there, but I fuck with Damas Live. I fuck with academics. This Jabode dude, not really, but I just played his shit because it's one of the latest ones that talk about what the lawyer's saying. Now, that could just be some strategically talking or wishful thinking that the lawyer's saying. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like hedging the bets for the future, like just in case he does get out, he wants to plant that seed of like, yo, shorty's gonna be all right now, you know what I'm saying? So when he comes out, shit will be smooth, you know what I mean? But we know the feds have a 90+% conviction rate. What else? Most of the time people take plea deals, you know what I mean? So if he's trying to say that he's innocent of the charges, what's that gonna mean? I guess he's saying it will get dropped. I don't know. But let me go through the timeline, for those that might not know. And, maybe y'all could say, to me, it don't look too good for son, for real. So, where I was saying, all right, he was affiliated with the Treyway gang, right? How many things we got here? All right, we got some shit where they were, and I'm gonna say allegedly just one time. So the following shit I'm saying is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is definite, that this person is really that person really that person. But I ain't gonna keep saying allegedly. I'm gonna say that shit one time. Following what I'm saying is all alleged. All right, the dude Shotty was caught on video busting his gun at somebody, and it was around the time when 6ix9ine was beefing with an then rival Casanova 2X. Shotty was caught on camera busting his thing. He was right next to his car. 6ix9ine gets out the car, right? And then gets back in the car. But him getting out was enough time for him to be on camera. So they got video surveillance of 6ix9ine and his man while his man was busting. 6ix9ine ain't bust a grape in that particular instance. Then there's another surveillance video, and this shit is so stupid. And that's why I named this shit about people snitching on themselves on social media. I don't know what the fuck wrong with this nigga. But anyway, there's another surveillance footage of Shotty robbing some rival gangs. And in the picture you see him with that thing out. And now check this part out, y'all. 6ix9ine was present, right? And his dumbass was recording it. You know what I'm saying? He was recording the robbery. For what reason? For clout and, to act like you tough and you this and that. And then the dumb motherfucker, as I understand, he sent the video to somebody so they could post it. Some stupid shit like that. I don't know what the fuck be wrong with people. You know what I mean? But long story short, that's in the indictment. They got a 17-page indictment on his ass. They got that there. So you got 2 instances where 6ix9ine was present when, some crimes were going on. And what else? Oh, yeah, there was another shooting at the Barclays Center. There's probably like a good 5 or 6 shootings that 6ix9ine was involved in to some capacity. Now, if you're familiar of when he had that beef with that dude, Chief Keef, some shots were fired at Chief Keef in around Times Square, Manhattan. That one, at least, 6ix9ine wasn't present. I think he was in California at the time. And Man of War, what's going on, bro? Yo, I played both of your joints. You know what I'm saying? I played your beats. Some shits are fire. You know, I might play them again. You know, if this shit actually gets a little bit of crowd, I'll play them again. So, you know what I mean? Everyone can check them out. But, yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, 6ix9ine was in California at the time of the Chief Keef shots being fired at him and his mans and all that, right? But oh yeah, this is the real stupid shit. They found, you might have heard when they found a gun in his crib. I think they found like a handgun in his crib a couple weeks back, whatever, while 6ix9ine was on tour overseas, right? So that happened. But then recently they found another gun. They found like an AR-15 or something in his crib just a couple days ago. I believe they searched, yeah, they searched the crib after 6ix9ine went to jail on I think it was Sunday. Now, do y'all know what's wrong with? Oh yeah, but right before that, remember 6ix9ine was doing a Breakfast Club interview, I believe that Friday, and in that Breakfast Club interview, he said, "Look, the feds are watching me. They be parking outside my house. They're here, they're there, whatever." He said that he's afraid of the feds, right? So what's wrong with that picture? You know what I'm saying? What do you think's wrong with that picture of on Friday him being aware that he got, you know, feds on his ass, and then between Friday and him getting locked up, they find an AR-15 in his house? What y'all think's wrong with that? Damn it, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. I don't even think he was about that life. I think he was trying to front like you're about that life. But basically, long story short, the fucked up thing about that is like you're aware that you got the feds on your ass. So why would you have some high power artillery just chilling in your crib like that? You know what I'm saying? He should have been moved that like to somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, my theory, and it goes along with me not really thinking he's about that life, I think that he was just being used. Like maybe somebody that was about that life was saying like, "Yo, hold this for me," and left it at his crib. I could be wrong. But yeah, to me that was just so stupid for him to be aware that, you know, they on his ass, and then when he gets nabbed up, I mean, I could see if they found that gun, the AR, I could see if they found it like 2 weeks ago or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe before he was aware that they were really building a case on him. But he kind of like smelled a case being built on him and still had the gun in the crib. That shit was just dumb. You know what I'm saying? And what else? Oh yeah. This is a crazy turn of events too. I mean, y'all probably know about this now. When 6ix9ine did that Breakfast Club interview on Friday, you know, he said he's done with Treyway, but then he started talking a little reckless. He said that he made Treyway and there is no Treyway without him. Now, as I said a little earlier, as you may know, Treyway done had an investigation on him ever since 2013. 6ix9ine didn't come into the picture of the crew till around what, middle of 2017, or no earlier than like late 2016. So he definitely didn't make Treyway, so he's kind of reckless trying to say that he started Treyway and then nothing without him and shit like that. But the events that followed after that is supposedly dude Shotty, they had him Wi-Fi tapped. I don't like to use the term wiretap because nobody be on phones with wires anymore. As I understand, there's software now where all you need is somebody's phone number and you could hack and you could tap their phone. So I'm gonna say Wi-Fi tap. Shotty was Wi-Fi tapped, and they found him conversing with his peoples, saying that he wants to super violate 6ix9ine, and you know, you could just imagine what that means. So I thought that was kind of crazy that just over maybe like a span of 15 minutes of something that was a little reckless on 6ix9ine to say, of saying that he started Treyway and there ain't nothing without him and he's done with them, for that to result in your man, and you know, and you wanting to super violate your man, to me that just sound bonkers, you know. And it goes to show that there's really no loyalty in this street shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, the whole thing is crazy. But Yeah, I just thought that shit was crazy. And then I was talking to my homeboy that that I was on the phone with earlier in the last stream or whatever. I'm talking to him about the shit because at first I heard a rumor that Shotty was wearing a wire in front of his other people, working with the feds. It was bogus. That's a bogus rumor, unverified. Just some stupid ass YouTuber nigga was just talking some dumb shit. But at the time, I didn't verify that. I just told my man like, yo, this is what I heard, and he was like, oh nah, he ain't gonna do that. Blah blah blah. You crazy? Blah 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 blah. Acting like he know him and shit. But the 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 interesting thing socially was that so all right, I understand that sounds kind of bogus for somebody to do that. Yes, you're right about that. But when you heard about him wanting to super violate his own man after him just talking a little bit reckless, that didn't stand out as crazy bogus too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the main point I'm getting at is absolutely if you want some street shit and you're engaged in the activity, you should, a lot of times they take an oath and all that. You should honor whatever shit that you're on, whatever you're engaged in. If they throw football numbers at you, yes, you should do the time because you signed up for that shit. Absolutely, right? But I don't see how someone being on some shit like that, I don't see how that's any worse than killing your own man just for talking a little shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Wireless taps can be possible, right? Oh, Man of War, he said it. Who knows what kind of deal Apple and Samsung is cutting with the feds? Yo, you right about that. I heard of a couple people like even back in the 1980s, they would not have they would unplug the TV like when they get together and talk some gangster shit or plan or get with their with their crew and everything. And if they were planning robberies, whatever they were planning, they'd unplug all devices, not turn it off, unplug the shit. Um, and y'all probably heard this like around the early 2000s, people on cell phones saying like, yo, if you planning on doing anything, you make sure your phone is off, you take the battery out of it, and you put it somewhere like else. So if let's say if you got a 3-bedroom apartment, you're talking about whatever bullshit you're planning in the bedroom in the back of the apartment, you take the battery out your phone, you make sure it's not turned on, and you put that motherfucker like in the living room under a couch cushion. Basically saying that yeah, they got all these shits bugged. You can look it up. I looked this up before, like cable boxes. People found microphones in cable boxes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely on it like that. Unplug everything. That's real. Yep, Google. So, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But back to what I was saying, like, to me, all that shit is just as bad. You know what I'm saying? Killing your man or for him just running off at the mouth a little something is just as bad. If not, actually, I think it's way worse than breaking your oath and snitching on somebody. Or maybe they're at least of equal footing. Because shit, like, what did he had to, with him wanting to kill his man just because he disrespected him, it's not like he's losing anything. You know what I'm saying? The only penalty he gets out of that is a disrespect. Whereas if he's wearing a wire and he snitches on somebody, if he doesn't wear the wire, there's a penalty. He'll do life or whatever. Wearing a wire would be to get his black ass out of trouble. Whereas on the other hand, killing your man just off of him talking reckless for like 15 minutes, if you don't do that, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. What, people gonna think he's soft because he didn't kill his man? Or at least talk to him, or I don't know, jump him or something, but you don't super violate your man like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially after, I mean, I'm sure 6ix9ine was a catalyst of, because I ain't know who no motherfucking shot he was prior to this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they done toured around the world. They've been here, they've been there, they've been doing this, they've been doing that. And then to me, that shit just sounded crazy for him to just want to off him more for some reckless talk. And put the phone in the fridge. Even the fridge got smart tech. Word. Yeah, so yeah, Wi-Fi hack. Like I'm probably on this camera now. I be thinking a lot of times like shit. What if, cause you know there's probably people in like the CIA that work there that do all the tapping and everything. And when they get bored, they probably just imagine them just going to some random civilian's house. You know what I'm saying? Like tuning in to what they're checking in on them. You know what I'm saying? So like some dude in Ohio, for example, just some random motherfucker. They just bored at work. Ain't nothing really exciting going on. They're like, oh, let's zoom in on this guy. And they catch somebody there jerking off or something. They probably be watching other people have sex and all types of shit. Because you know they said this a while ago that everyone had that they recorded every conversation back in like 2013. That was released, that they record everything. You know what I'm saying? Just some bored motherfuckers that work for the CIA that just, they probably be making compilation mixtapes and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Shit, if they got me doing that, they got me doing that. Fuck it. But yeah, that shit is crazy. But yeah, I'm since Man of War's here now, I'm gonna rock these joints again for him. These 2 beats. Check, check, check. back, whatever you call it. It's been hectic and all it, cause motherfuckers could go up in your crib without permission. Bust up your whole operation. Living the US is crazy motherfuckers doing crazy shit. These niggas is up on up with some crazy shit. Oh, word, that'd be a good look, man, Award. Yo, this one right here. This track right here. This is the second one he dropped. This shit is fire. This shit is fuegos all day, bro. That's the planet, the passage. Wanna get hype, but the microphone might break out like the older Atari game. Take out. These niggas in the place, they thinking that they on my level now. But they never been, I'm a veteran, the shovel now. I dig these niggas, put them in the dirt. I don't give these niggas what they doing, motherfucking bitches tryna dig these niggas off for the gold that they carrying. I'm burying, I'm here again, I'm there again. To be an American, it's crazy nowadays, cause FBI is on some dumb shit. They got their surveillance van outside of dumb clips, tryna bust your shit up, finding guns, kid. All up in your crib with no permission, cause they run shit. The CIA be looking at you jacking off. What's happened soft, motherfuckers, they be backing off. Ain't nobody ready to go to war with them yet. We gotta organize the ruthless and then check. These motherfuckers thinking that they can just run us like this. I don't care, just like how and when I run the mic. And even in the NYC surveillance vans is everywhere and cameras on every corner. You know what's kinda crazy here. I'm trying to just get right. And these niggas gotta public eye. A public eye, everything I'm doing, I don't even do anything. I'm leaving civilian, I be feeling. These niggas all up on the bill. 6ix9ine got bagged, yo, with Shotty and Fidel. They found Shotties in his crib and they found bodies that been dropped from. This nigga's action since 2013, it's not some thing that you can easily just brush under the rug though. They got these indictment on these niggas and their fuck yo. Yeah, lawyers say we may come home on some loophole. I don't even know if I'm records like my loophole. I mean crime records longer than the loophole. They've been following them for years and it's true, yo. Some people thought that they was getting for them album sales, but I'm trying to tell y'all now in a minute, yo, it's all is real. The shit is real until they push this fucking album back. It's supposed to drop on Friday, but we gonna have to do without the rap. Cause these niggas, they ain't playing, just they locking them. 32 years he's facing and his options are. He ain't getting out and looking slim, maybe down to none. What's going on? Shotty brother, what's the wrong with son? Yeah, he's a smart dude, went to Hunter High School, built in the blues round. Niggas know it's like true. Niggas gotta chill, busting guns in the daytime. Hey, rhymes, I'm saying still. Fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? Fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? All right, we back in this motherfucker. That was the sounds of Men of War 347. And he says, I'm not selling, but I have some beats I could let you use and mess with. I've been writing rhymes and perfecting my flow for 15 years. I want to drop my first album maybe next year. Yo, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, definitely. You got any songs, whatever songs you want to do, you want to drop a single, whatever, you know, I'm working on a radio station, a YouTube live radio station. So yeah, please send me some tracks. We'll bump them shits. Shit, I already know you halfway there. You know what I'm saying? Because you rap and you make beats. And you're already 100 on half of that. You know what I'm saying? So if your lyrical prowess is even half as good as them tracks is, then yeah, you hitting on something for real. So yeah, please do send me some. Can I use that second one, or is that like for your album? Because that second one is fire. The first one fire too, but like that second one, that shit makes me want to rap. Like, you know what I mean? The first one I would do like you know, like a song about some conscious lovey-dovey shit or something or whatever. But that second one I'll spaz on. I'll spaz the fuck off that one. You know? But yeah, that's Man of War with the tracks. But yeah, what's going on? I mean, I pretty much said what I wanted to say about 6ix9ine and all that dumb shit, you know, that he got going on. Now, I am a little bit concerned of something I saw, and it's this LA video. What's up with this right here? I'm hoping he trolling.
Yeah, I told this nigga, look here, nigga. Look here, nigga. The moment you put that motherfucking video up talking about what park you wanted me to meet you in, nigga, and all that dumbass shit, nigga, I came straight out at you, nigga. I'm at Holton Park right now, Columbus, Ohio. What the fuck is up, bro? What the fuck is up, bro? How long I gotta sit here and wait for you? Bro, how long I gotta sit here and wait for you? Seriously, man, it just don't make no fucking sense, man. Like, I'm supposed to be scared to go somewhere, anywhere on this earth, because you saying something, nigga. I'm at the park right now, nigga. I'm at Holton Park right now, nigga. What the fuck? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm at the park right now. How long gonna take you to get here, nigga? That's all I want to know. How long?
All right, he got to be trolling, right? I'm like, I hope he ain't really at no park waiting to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? It sounds to me like he's doing he's pulling a 6ix9ine. When 6ix9ine was in Chicago around them niggas crib and everything, you hear the birds chirping. That's what it sounds more like to me. But you know, I'm not really sure totally in the context of it. But it sounds like he's pulling a Tekashi 6ix9ine, and that you hear the birds on purpose. Context of it. Oh, I could use that one. Good looking. The first one I had in mind was World Dominance, like an anti-hero, borderline villain type shit. World Dominance. Okay, yeah. That'd be cool. Word. You know what? I should have hollered at Christ Council so I could play some of his joints or whatever. What do y'all think of that little competition between me and Christ Council? I tell you, I kind of slept because when he played when Styles played some of his songs like a little over a year ago, nothing really caught my ear, to be honest. Like maybe I didn't tune in enough, but you know, nothing really struck me. So that's why, you know, when I heard him saying that, you know, I'm on some lyrical miracle shit, I'm like, shit, we can get this battle going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, he actually came with some heat. That the last one, yeah, I mean, the last one was cool because he played 3 records. The last one was on some like extra horny shit. But he was spitting in it though. But the shit I really like is that 1111. That 1111 shit is hot, and that Tears on My Glock, that shit hot too. So yeah, I definitely slept. You know what I mean? But yeah. What y'all think? Who y'all voting for? You know what I mean? If y'all heard that Todd Daniel joint, I was initially gonna put that one in the battle, but you know, if you listen to it, you know it's a play on dude that's selling his sperm around the world. That's part of the whole, you know, Mike Mills, Jamila biosphere or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So I was gonna throw that one in the competition at first, you know, little dance tune or whatever. But then I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to use a gimmick, because it'll kind of be unfair, because people that's familiar with that situation, they'll hear that song and, you know, they may favor it just on the strength that, you know, it's has to do with some shit that they know about. So that's why I said let me take that one out, and I threw that some sappy Miss My Girl shit in its place. You know what I mean? Oh, that last one he could keep. Yeah. I mean, he was spitting on it though. He was spitting. You know what I'm saying? It was just it just sounded extra horny. But then shit, I just played a joint from my man Multiple Man, a new joint called My Ding-a-Ling. So, you know, sometimes I guess sometimes if you feel that way, you gotta get down like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, y'all. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna throw this link out there. You know what I'm saying? Throw this little link out there if anyone want to chop it up about anything. You want to talk about the 6ix9ine thing? You want to talk about random chit chat? If LA, if you want to come on and clear up whatever you got going on, talking about you going to Ohio to fight somebody, I just hope you're trolling. I'm 80% sure you are. But let me put this link out here. If I could do it, I ain't done this shit in a minute. I think I still know how. Hold up. All right, invite people. I got that one. Oh, copy link. Okay. Now I think I got it set up correctly because you know, when you do the Google Hangout through the OBS, you kind of gotta like fuck with the sounds and shit. So hopefully it will run smooth. So yeah, if anybody want to come true, here we go. You know what I'm saying? We could even, you know what I mean? I'll throw that last track on. Actually, no, I won't. I was saying we could even do a little, you know, hip hop cipher and shit like that. But the quality ain't really popping like that because I was just listening to it back. It ain't really hitting on nothing because you know I was just doing it off the cuff. But yeah, the link is out. The link is out. The link is out. But yeah, shit in general, I'm gonna be on this motherfucker, you know, a good amount more, especially in these winter times. You know, when the weather good, I'll be out doing, you know, a couple different hustles, might do the bike thing, do some old other shit. But in this fucking winter time, in this dead brick ass cold, we already had a winter storm. It ain't even technically winter yet. So I'm gonna be hibernating for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Expect more shows, expect them to be about stuff, about topics. I ain't really gonna, you know, get on the, you know, the fuck shit. I'll just stay a fan of the fuck shit. But as far as like real topics and everything, I will be doing some shit like that often. You know what I'm saying? The adept, I'm doing some shit for the adept. Get away from the inept. You know what I mean? And of course, I said before, I'm gonna be working on this music show, this hip hop, like a radio station, all hip hop underground shit. That so y'all people could send the songs in. I'm gonna check it. Who's there? What up? What up? You hear me?
Hello?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me? Fuck. Hello, hello. I think got Beasley on the line.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me. I think I know what to do. Hold
I
on.
don't know what it is.
Now it might be my fault. Hold on. Let me try
Can you hear
something.
me? Maybe I got to turn the sound here on the outside.
Oh.
Let me see here.
Well, as I keep talking, just let me know if you're able to hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can? All right, cool, cool. What's good, Beasley?
So what?
What's happening?
I'm all right. So, yeah, I've been studying Tekashi. I've been paying a lot of attention to him or his music until this case.
Yeah.
But I listened to music. I listened to music today. I read about Treyway and Shadi.
Yep.
And what are you saying here? That he's coming home?
Yeah, the lawyer's saying that.
He might be. He might not be. I don't know.
Right.
You know, you got, it's definitely a pardon me?
No, go ahead. I ain't say nothing. I'm just putting your avatar on the screen.
An MIA, because YouTube has all my channels suspended.
Really? Well, you know, making a new.
I've been looking into it, And I watched that interview that he did recently, just a few days ago, on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And man, he fell in line with some gangsters, man. They did him dirty, man. They signed a $3.6 million deal, and he was to get 300,000 of it.
Oh
they
yeah.
The fuck out of him.
Right.
They got him some grimy ass dude.
Right. The promoters or whatever. Right. Yep.
And I guess that's what happened. He's a young dude.
Yeah, you know, rookie mistake. You know what I'm saying? But
no, well, he called some promoters. It was his team. It was shoddy. It was all the nine Trey Bloods.
Oh, those are the ones that jerked him off from the 3-point-something million?
I guess that was their job as promoters, but they were doing more than that.
Hold on, let me do something real quick.
He just didn't call their names out.
Okay, hold on real quick. Let me fix my thing.
Because they probably want.
Let me see. Do you hear me better now? Yo. I think I had a delay.
I can hear you, but I'm getting a double. But it's just like that because when I'm in the Hangouts, I can't hear you in the Hangouts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. So what do you think of his music?
It's all right.
Yeah.
You know, when you see all this shit on the internet from all these different, you know, I'm a man of a certain age, man. I appreciate like some lyricists talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't really talking about shit, but when I was younger, you know, I liked that type of shit until I saw the effects of it.
Right.
The beats are good. You got some nice beats.
Oh yeah.
You got a heavy duty bass beat. I know that shit in the club. I know that shit bangs.
Yep.
You got a lot of energy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of energy, like, you know, some Onyx shit. You know, the streets behind us little rainbow colored skittle looking ass. I mean, go figure.
Yep. And I used to see him back in the day because my house is like right around that area. Huh?
If he comes out of this, he can be really big. I mean, big. If he comes out of this unscathed, say he only has to do a year.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because he's still like even if
they're not able to make a case on him.
Yeah.
But I think they can. They found guns in his house.
Right, and you know in New York that's like a 3. In New York, it's a 3-year automatic jail sentence if they find you with a gun.
Yeah, but they're not being charged by the state. They're being charged by the feds.
Ah, that's true.
So that New York law is not even applicable. That's not a state case. It's a federal case.
Yeah.
They would probably be happy to have a gun case. That's just for possession of a gun.
Yeah.
They've got much heavy duty. They're saying that they're a criminal organization involved in racketeering that has a number of predicate crimes. It fits the bill. They're hitting them just like they're the mob. They want to be the mob. Now they're dealing with mob type shit.
Right.
When they really didn't have to.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think I got something wrong with this audio where we wasn't coming in real time. Like every time I talk, it takes me about like 5 seconds for it to come through on your end.
And that New York state law.
Yo, Beasley, am I coming through like as soon as I say something?
My end.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, because I'm doing
YouTube jail. I'm surprised that I'm able to get through.
Oh, word. Well, you know, I don't got you blocked. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Okay.
My response seems like I'm responding in real time. You're just hearing it 5-second delay because I'm looking at your lips move.
Oh, okay. Cool. I got you. So let me ask you this. Do you think that Tekashi 6ix9ine is the real deal? Do you think he's really about that life, or do you think he just went with the flow and is faking it?
Come on, man. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He's a musician first. He's a young kid that's a rapper.
Right.
No, I think he's a rapper with that's using what he could to get on.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely.
But you know, you start getting some big bread like that, and you ride it with gangsters. You know that can raise your gangster quoting up.
Yep. Well, how about this one? If it comes to him having to rat out anyone else, do you think he's gonna do it, or do you think he's just gonna take whatever they give him?
Yourself. He's gonna tell if he's faced with that, or he might just stand up just to surprise everybody. He's gonna tell.
Word.
It's hard to tell. You know, everyone that acts like they know what's gonna happen, how the fuck do they know what's gonna happen? You know, the truth is stranger than fiction. It's hard to tell.
Right.
He might just stand up.
I think he's gonna tell the first opportunity he gets. Now check this out. This is interesting.
He's gonna have the best legal representation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they'll probably try to separate his case from theirs.
Yep. Now check this out though. This is the interesting thing. When the
first opportunity to tell is when the police approached him on Saturday and told him that, hey, here are the wiretaps.
Yep. That's just what I was gonna say. They were trying to protect him. You know, they wanted to take him in, and you know that's when they told him that they, like you said, like they wiretapped the dude shot him.
They ain't trying to give a fuck about him. They're trying to get him to tell.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You've had hardcore made members of the Italian mob, when they've got that same information, the wiretap, the information that the word on the street, that have told.
Yep.
Right, made dudes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bona fide, certified gangsters with papers.
Right, like 19 out of 20 people. Yeah, they say on average like 19 out of 20 people end up telling.
I think he might surprise you.
I don't know. But what do you think about them having them in general population?
Too hard. Pressure's too much. You got real live gangsters, real live. Yeah, I mean.
What do you think of him being in general population?
I don't see how anybody really knows that. I don't see how anybody really knows that. He'll probably find. Yeah, but he's also on record as saying that he has 1.7 million.
Right.
Somebody's going to reach out to protect him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, he just has to make the choice of letting the strongest person there protect him. So he's probably safer than we are in the streets.
Right.
If anything, seriously, money talks.
Oh yeah.
If anything, he might have enough juice and enough. Don't underestimate these people that are in there, man, as far as being stupid, you know. If anything, he might get those guys violated.
Right. Yeah, with that paper, yeah, you're right.
He might get shoddy, and the rest of them dudes violated.
Yep. I mean, he could afford it. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that money could buy.
Money's what talks.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
And he can get more money. He's.
Damn, this delay is fucking shit up. But
Yeah, so Man of War says he might not tell, but you know these cats take clarification to the end of the world. I watched him today, and I watched his mannerisms, and I watched the way he talked and the way he was explaining things. He's young and hard-headed, but he's not stupid. He's thinking.
Right.
And also, this is before he got arrested, but they done been through a lot of shit this year.
Oh, yeah.
He got kidnapped and beat up and robbed by somebody in his own little crew.
Right. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shows how loose that gang structure is.
Mm-hmm.
Where somebody could just step up because he's disrespecting Shotty and the rest of them.
Yep.
Right. So that just shows how wild that shit is. Don't be surprised if one of them other dudes might tell.
Oh, shit. I mean, like I said, 19 out of 20 people usually tell. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone tells.
Future is Tekashi.
Yeah.
Them other dudes are... Right. But somebody in that, man, that's a Brooklyn NBC.
Mm-hmm.
There's some heavyweights in there.
Yeah.
As far as criminals, as far as gangsters. And somebody's going to look out for him. Somebody's going to look out for him. It's going to cost him, but they're going to look out for him. And they're going to be the next people to put him out if he gets out of jail and to get behind him and extort him. Now, the funny thing is, all of these guys, these days, they make them look like independent wonders.
Mm-hmm.
But he signed to a dude named Steve Granger or something like that, who's got a production deal, who's got a distribution deal with Universal.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a mainstream artist, man. These dudes, they try to make them look like they're this phenomenon from the fucking street. But the reason why they get on and get their music everywhere isn't because they're some phenomenon. It's because they have a huge music company behind them, but it's kind of hidden.
Right.
He has no contracts with these street dudes.
Yeah, I heard, yeah. Well, how about this? Let's say he has to drop dime on his people to get out, and it becomes known, or at least it's heavily suspected that he dropped dime to get out. Do you think that he will still have a music career if he ends up snitching to get free?
Yes. Add even more controversy to him.
Mm.
And there'll be people defending what he did, and there'll be people against what he did.
Right. I mean, you know, it's heavily suspected that T.I. went out like that. And if you saw another dude that had a similar situation, Troy Ave, he
hit a little dude though.
Yeah. Troy Ave went on record and said, look, I'm going to do what I got to do in that courtroom, and it's my life. You can't tell me shit. So Troy Ave literally said, like, look, if I got to tell, I'm going to tell. So.
Whatever happened with that case?
I don't know. Yeah, it kind of just...
Hardcore Street out of Queens.
Yeah. It's like it kind of like just went under the radar.
Time will tell. Whatever happened with the Troy Ave Taxstone case?
I don't know. The latest I heard was pretty much what I said, that he went on record saying, look, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. If I gotta run my mouth and tell on dudes, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been keeping up with it. It's like it kind of died down. People haven't even been talking about it like that. I'll check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, these young guys like to poo-poo dudes, of a certain age like me, but there's guys like me and that have witnessed all this shit that they should truly be listening to.
Yeah.
Cause it's almost like the same story all over again. You're gonna ride this gangster shit right to your grave, dude.
Mm.
Apparently the feds told Ebro, I've been doing this shit for hours today, laying up in bed, tired, falling asleep. I watch the interviews, I listen to the music. Music is shit, he was mainstream. He was with Nicki Minaj.
Right, yeah.
You a record with Nicki Minaj. Ebro said that he got like communication from the NYPD or the feds saying he's gonna be dead or in jail they see it coming.
Mm.
Then you want to know something else?
What's up?
Here's a whole other side. At this point in the game, he might be worth more dead than alive.
Woo! Word. Yeah, you see that didn't drop his album. That could kind of be like a creepy hint right there. What if they waiting for, to see how that shit plays out? Like, if this nigga ends up getting killed, then when this album drops, it'll, get more initial sales. That's a creepy ass thing to think of, but, it's possible. Because, this shit was supposed to drop Friday.
Music business is business, man. It's for real.
Mm. Yeah, that shit.
He's living like he don't want to live anyway.
Right.
Come on, man. Reckless is that shit. That's beyond crazy. That's beyond bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like a whole nother Tupac. To me, Tekashi seems like a Tupac without the revolutionary aspect of things, without the sense. Because Tupac was like a combination of a thugged out, bugged out, don't give a fuck nigga, and a combination of someone that's a revolutionary, that was smart, that was tactful. Tekashi 6ix9ine is the bugged out, don't give a fuck motherfucker that overnight got on this, gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it literally happened overnight. I used to see him in the street. He just looked like one of them little Spanish goofballs that be out there. He worked. He had jobs. He wasn't out there, part of a syndicate selling drugs or anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, boom, overnight he gets with Treyway. And now... Go ahead.
Right. Now, that's, yeah. And then when you look at it in the sands of time, I follow that Tupac shit closely. I got all the Vibe magazines, the Source magazines. I was all over it. I read numerous books. But look how long Tupac lasted.
Mm.
He didn't last a long, long time.
Right.
His career was 6 years as 6 years. A year that was spent in prison.
Mm.
He had a 5-year career.
Wow. And he probably dropped 20 years worth of music.
The first time, that was November 30th, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Right? After that, he does a year. Because he knew what was going to happen. He knew that come on. He prophesied his death.
Yep.
But then he died September 13, 1997.
96.
That's not a lot of time. I remember the day he died.
Yeah, it was 96 though.
Man, I remember all that shit like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The day he died, everybody in Los Angeles was riding around playing his music.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Yep. Out here too.
But
you know what I'm saying? He had love. Even though there was that East-West Coast shit going on, the day he died, there was like nothing but Pac on the radio and in the cars driving by. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he got love here too. Now when Biggie died though,
come on, good music is good music.
Yeah. Yo, when Biggie died,
we listened to all that bad boy shit. That shit used to bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, when Biggie died, Brooklyn was shut down. The whole bridge from Manhattan to Brooklyn, that shit was shut down. It was packed full of people. There was like street parties and everything going on. It was like a weird combo of jubilation and mourning. You know what I'm saying? The streets were just packed.
I saw the videos of his funeral.
Yeah.
But when Biggie died, I was working a job that I had to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So he got killed on a Sunday. So I would get in bed 6 or 7 o'clock, and fall asleep and get up and go to work. I didn't realize that he was killed until 10 o'clock the next morning.
Mm. Wow.
And The funny thing, someone asked me if I wanted to go to the event that night. That shit was right up the street from where I live.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, I got to go to work, man. I got no time to be. I got no time to be bopping with the hip hoppers.
Yep.
I got to get my ass up and go to work.
Now, let me ask you this, Beasley, since you know you're a good hip hop historian on the Pac and the Biggie shit, right?
I had a neighbor, an Indian neighbor, and he came by my house today. He knocked on my door. He said, "You hear about Mr. Big?"
Damn. Well, let me ask you this real quick. Do you
say what you gonna say?
Yeah. I'm asking a two-part question. A, do you think it's widely known?
He killed Mr. Big.
Yeah. Do you think it's widely known who killed Pac and Big? And if the answer is yes, then why do you think it's been 20 plus years without anyone getting charged with it?
Go ahead. Well, not only were there FBI agents present that were following Bad Boy and their crew, because you know all them crews got criminals in them. Yeah, it's a crazy delay, Red Face.
Yeah, I know.
Because so they witnessed it happen. They never gave any reports or anything. But he was probably killed by off-duty police officers. Biggie was probably killed by off-duty LAPD officers.
Do you think it was in revenge for Pac, set up by Suge?
Pac was probably killed by Orlando Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Here, let me redo the Google Hangout.
All
Let
right.
me try to redo the Google Hangout.
I'm pretty sure it's something on my end because I'm doing that weird shit. I'm running the broadcaster and then I'm running the Hangouts. Basically, I'm doing too much, so it's probably on my fault. Yeah, y'all. Sorry about that delay. I'm over here. You know. When I do shit, I gotta do too much. I gotta do it big. It's probably gonna be the same.
Yeah, I gotta.
Let me see if I put that desktop audio. How are we now?
I believe the Orlando Anderson theory,
Mm-hmm.
but I also believe now that Reggie Wright Jr. and Sr. helped orchestrate that.
Oh, help orchestrate the Pac murder.
They probably helped that whole thing along. They probably helped that whole thing along. That makes sense as well. And you know what people don't? Yes.
Okay, still got the delay. Yeah, I guess we still got that delay. It's some shit on my end, my bad.
They probably wanted Suge and Pac killed so they could take over the record company.
Now, since you follow this,
you're in.
Yeah, well, since you follow this, you may know what's the latest with the Reggie Wright Jr. case. Because as I understand,
And I didn't think that was true before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I stopped watching them dudes, man. They got to be too much, man. I can't even think of their names. All the dudes that have made it here, J Mix and all these dudes that have made a career out of studying the case, but they convinced me, and I know how dirty those rights were. That their father was a long-term gang sheriff in Compton, and they had relationships on both sides. And all of those people that got killed that were part of Suge's camp, the rights were somewhere close by. Yeah, I don't think Orlando Anderson's two-box brother. That's bullshit.
Oh, what are you? They both got them thick-ass eyebrows.
Baby Lane was really about that life.
Yeah, they both do got them thick eyebrows.
But I don't know. Yeah, I got thick eyebrows too.
Oh, okay. All right, are we coming in real time now? Because I did something different.
I don't know how they never charged Keefe D with the crime.
Right, and he recently confessed, didn't he? Because he has like terminal cancer.
I don't hear the echo.
Oh, okay, you don't hear the echo, but
Now I hear the echo.
oh shit. But
He confessed off the record. He gave a proffer.
well, I know he did the thing on the great.
He gave a proffer, and they never charged him.
Right on. You mean on the Great Kading tape, right?
Yeah.
Right. Cause didn't he confess 2 times some years ago on the Great Kading
Then one
tape?
of them drops dead. I don't know if it was Russell Poole or Greg Kading. It was Russell Poole that dropped dead.
Russell
right?
Poole. Yep, Russell Poole. But Keefy D.
I only think he confessed once.
No, he did it recently.
Right.
Like he said that he has terminal
there was
cancer.
an interview in Vibe magazine done by Monster Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And Monster Cody was a and Monster Cody threw Suge under the bus quite a bit, saying he was scared, was screaming and hollering and shit in prison, and Chino. But then he asked him, he said, who dumped on Tupac? And Suge told him Baby Lane, because he looked over and saw him.
Right.
He looked over and saw him. Keefy D said, I looked at him, he looked at me. He said, did you guys recognize each other? He said, no, him since fucking we were in kindergarten.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. How about Suge Knight? Do you think Suge Knight is done for? Because I saw him in a
pulled the trigger,
Mm-hmm.
and they were probably directed and protected after the fact.
Right. Do you think Suge Knight is done? Because he sounds confident that he's going to get out.
I don't see how he's not done for. I mean, he got to do, apparently he has to do 85% of the time.
Whew. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be brazy, as the blood say. Right?
Had he got less years, he wouldn't be done for. You know, if he'd have got 10 years, and with the time served, he could have got out in 3 or 4 or 5 years, but the judge sentenced him to the max.
It seems like they're going way harder on hip-hop now, as far as, you know, between the feds, between them throwing football numbers at people.
I don't see how we can get out of that. If you fled to it, you give up all your rights.
Right. Now, do you think, what do you think about the hip-hop police? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they're still around? Because they claim they didn't even exist.
Look how many convictions Suge has in his past, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Of course, there's criminality behind hip-hop, man. Let's be for real.
Right.
You know what? It's the same old blueprint. A neighborhood gets together. They raise money by selling dope. It's not no secret. They raise money by selling drugs. They find an artist, they promote them. They were lucky enough to get on with Tekashi. That's somebody that the public accepted. But every neighborhood in Los Angeles has a rapper or two behind it that they're pumping. That they may or may not make it. Most of them don't make it.
Right.
But are there hip-hop police? Yeah. Is there criminality in hip-hop? Yeah. Does there need to be hip-hop police? Come on, man. Where there's criminality, you're going to have police. Are they framing some of these dudes? Maybe they're giving them a little extra attention, but if they wasn't doing, I don't think they're framing them. These motherfuckers these motherfuckers out commit crimes every day.
Nah, they definitely trying to frame people. If you read Prodigy's book, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, because, you know, he got caught with the hammer. He did like three and a half years.
You around, are they?
Oh, nah, well, you know.
Stop and question you, haven't you?
Well, shit, if they do, that means I know that's a good thing, because that tells me that I made it. If I could I'd love to get on the hip-hop police radar. That means that I'm doing something. But check it, though. Fucking Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He said when they bagged him, because at the time, Prodigy was on G Unit.
You always got a warped-ass way of looking at things. I mean, you always say some weird ass.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Prodigy, who was on G Unit at the time, he said that
Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Yeah, when they bagged Prodigy, you know, and caught him with the hammer and everything, they were gonna let him go if he could plant drugs and/or guns on 50 Cent. Now this was around like 2009, 2010. 50 Cent had been squeaky clean for at least like 5-6 years by this point. You know what I'm saying? They were just hating on him because he's successful. He does his business right. Prodigy said when he was on G Unit. When he was on G Unit around 50 Cent, he ain't see him do as much as even smoke a blunt. He said that 50 was like all about his business. He was thorough. He never slipped up. Yet when they caught Prodigy, they said, "Look, we want 50 Cent. We don't really care about this little gun thing. You know, maybe you could plant the gun or something on him, or you know, some coke and shit like that." They did that, according to Prodigy, anyway.
Yeah, you know. Law enforcement always has a lot of power, and there's always people. No, and there's always going to be people in law enforcement that have a lot of power that are overzealous, and that they'll criminalize someone because they don't like them. So, that's just police in general.
Yeah, it's a messed up game.
That's police in general.
Yep.
What you think about your boy? What you think about your boy Steez trying to put the police on me?
Well, all right.
He's an informant.
Well, as I understand,
Want to hear the recording? What do you think about your boy Steez?
I heard the recording.
I sent the police to his house.
Well, as I understand, it was more
You
of
got to
a.
talk on it if you don't want to.
Well, I'll say this. You know, I don't know all the details, who did what, but as I understand, he did it
You
under
heard the recording. Everybody heard it.
Right. He did it under. As I understand, he did it under the auspices of a parry, meaning that he said that you sent the police to his crib, so he was just redirecting that energy right back at you, allegedly.
Well, hold on. I've been on and off cool and beefing with this motherfucker for 2 or 3 years. Why have all of us going to send the police now? I don't send the police to nobody, man. I'm scared of the goddamn police. Ain't
Right.
That's everybody else.
I mean, to be honest, whoever sent the police, it was probably some troll that would never show his face. It might be some white boy or
I'm
something.
doing that as a citizen. I'm not no Mickey Cobra.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of
Whoever
times,
did,
yeah.
he gonna put it on me. He made himself look worse, and he cares what these people think.
Well, let me ask you this: did you have you been up on the?
I would never want him to go away, boy. Between him and Cupcakes,
Oh,
man, I get an awful lot of entertainment out of that shit.
oh yeah, they keep it smoking for real. Did you check out the battle between me and Christ Council? The 3-song battle we had?
I didn't, but I heard some of his music.
Yeah.
He surprised me. He had some nice sounding production.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
was
slept
going to
on
catch
it.
it on the replay. I'm just boycotting Steez, everything Steez, because it makes my blood boil if I'm going to go look at his show. But I did hear some of Christ Council's production,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually can compose a song. It sounds like the radio shit, but, you know, he had little choruses, little hooks, and
Oh yeah, change ups and switch ups.
yeah, his beats surprised the fuck out of me.
Right.
Surprised the shit out of me.
Yeah, because I heard him
didn't
like
pay that much attention to it, and then there just be so much going on sometimes.
right. Yeah, I heard him like 1 or 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago. He didn't sound whack, but
I
it
know
didn't
he
really stand
surprised
out
you
to
too,
me then.
right?
Was that?
He didn't sound like he sounds now, though, did he? He's made steps forward, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, he definitely improved. You know what I'm saying? I like that 1111 joint.
Sometimes the sound goes through, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta straighten this shit up because it's fucking everything up. It's like a 5, maybe like 7-second delay. And then like every time I say something, you catching up to what I said, and then I'm saying something and it jogles up your thing.
5-second delay.
5 second, yeah. What I'm gonna do for next time?
Delay.
I know. What I'm gonna do for next time, I'm gonna do a test run. This is what I did when I did the hangout through the OBS before. I'm gonna do a test run and Google call myself and then work it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end this though, Beasley. But yeah, trust me. Next time I had this shit straightened out, I'm gonna do a test run to make sure all the the kinks and shit is worked
software? Yeah, you make it more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah. Like you said, I gotta be on some weird shit. It wouldn't be right if I'm not.
You know what? The way they market these artists. Because I didn't like that little dude, man. I thought he was a little weirdo, tattoos on his fucking face and shit. But hearing him talk, it humanized him to me. And I see he's 22 years old, and I'm like, dang, and how confident he is. No, I'm number one. I'm the hottest in the streets. He said, ain't nobody hotter than me. He said, Cardi B said, no, listen, it's me.
Oh yeah. I love the confidence. Absolutely. Did you see the
I like that little. I'm gonna take that little picture.
Oh, the Tekashi joint. Did you see the Fat Joe joint where he was trying to tell him?
Right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. A little cartoon. Did you see Fat Joe trying to warn him?
I did.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? And that little dude still can't listen, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it reminds me of so many people, man. It's like Joe's been through the hip-hop police, was actually in the streets, did time for tax evasion, had his boys, they run with dudes from their neighborhoods and what they come out with. And Fat Joe's story has been verified to me, to people in the streets in New York.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, he was really out here.
Mm-hmm.
But he dude sits down and talks to him, man. And other people talked to him and he couldn't get it through his head.
Yep. Charlemagne
thought
tried
he was
to school
untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
You know why the little shooting happens and they don't get charged locally?
How come?
Yeah, coming from Charlemagne, who the square ain't never did nothing, is one thing. Coming from Fat Joe, who's lived that life, is another thing. Coming from 50 Cent, you say 50 Cent said, oh, wow, you're in trouble, better call your mama. Don't call me. Don't put FBI. It's fucked up.
Yeah, he's trolling to the end.
Son a minute ago. And you know what's fucked up? Get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
What's fucked up is you have all of these legitimate looking websites with every kind of fucking theory in the world, man.
Yeah.
And then you hear people repeating the shit like it's fucking fact. That's one of the things I hate about the internet.
Right.
Now, I know you believe they sacrificed Kim Porter, right?
Oh, I didn't even look into that, but I try to have a discerning ear no matter what I hear. I mean, I could go out there and consider some wild possibilities, but I don't make any 100%. I know for a fact this is that. I just take the information and I try to be as discerning as possible.
You're saying that around me. You believed in Pizzagate. You believed in every bullshit they come up with.
Oh, yeah, I believe in the Pizzagate shit.
They're saying now Kim Porter's Illuminati sacrifice and this and that and the other. I don't see it.
Mm.
If you wanted to have a real Illuminati sacrifice for Puffy, why not take one of his kids?
Yeah.
Why not take the girl that he truly loves, that he's with every day, Cassie? Why not take her?
Yeah, and plus Puffy's been on top of his game for like well over a decade. She got
pneumonia, and I know she probably had a weakened system because I know for a fact that she's a heavy-duty partier.
Yeah, but if they were gonna have an Illuminati
Longer
sacrifice
than
for
that.
Puffy, they'd have done it 10 years ago. They wouldn't wait until like the tail end of his career to
Over
sacrifice
20
somebody.
years.
Yeah.
Well, they said they did. That's what they said. That's what Big was.
Oh. Yeah, it's possible. I don't think Big was any sacrifice though. I just think, he just got caught up in some dumb shit.
Anything's possible, but you got to look at these things with discernment, man.
Yep.
You got it. And even though truth is stranger than fiction, and then when it gets real frustrating, and you don't know, you know what you have to tell yourself? What effect does it have on my life if it's true or if it's false?
True.
And you'll feel a big burden get lifted off your back. It's like, I don't need to know the answer to this to keep on living my life.
Yep. Yeah, some people just get caught up and spend like every day and night looking into these other people and seeing what's what, like it becomes their life. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like that's the conspiracy.
They remove most of, not all, conspiracy videos and channels. But anything's possible with Puffy.
Yep.
Amazing ambition.
Have you seen any of the videos from Gene Deal, Puff's former bodyguard? He be breaking down a lot of information.
I remember being on the train with my cousins in New York, and there were I haven't seen him lately. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the big dude. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there seems to be a big market in throwing Puffy under the bus.
Right.
Yeah. What's his latest thing that he's saying?
Just the usual that or that Puffy didn't really give a fuck about Big. What he said that look, Puffy told Gene, and I quote, I don't care if Big gotta die, I don't care if Pac gotta die, I don't care if Suge gotta go to jail in this whole situation. I just want out of all this bullshit or something like that. So he was just basically saying that, he didn't really care about anyone except himself. And he says that Biggie, that Puff had an opportunity to stop both of their murders if he would have just
Here it is, he's standing tall. I wouldn't be surprised. And that, you know what? Well, then there's the thing, you know what? I believe that to be true, too. That he offered $1 million to kill him, to Keefy D. And that they probably tried to collect afterwards. And they said he gave the money to Zip, gave half of it to Zip, and Zip just, kept it.
Right. No, I agree. Like
what?
If I consider the Orlando
what people
Anderson...
don't do is open their mind and realize that 2 or 3 of these theories, and they don't realize or they don't accept that 2 or 3 of these theories, that they don't necessarily conflict with each other. That it's possible they all happen. Orlando or Anderson could be the shooter. They could have been put on the trail. How did you just happen to find? You're just riding down the street, you happen to find this entourage. Or they said they were going to wait at the 662 Club.
Right.
They may have had assistance in getting away. Come on, a murder, a shooting on the Strip, and a car turns this way going on the 15 towards LA. And there's no stops. That's a long ride, man. That's 5 hours.
Yeah.
Of the desert.
What do you think of this? I know it's a delay, but when you hear this,
protection getting away.
Right. I'm gonna put this on the screen for you. I think we chopped it up about this before, about the Little Half Dead album cover. Let me get this on the screen. Hold on. Hold up. Let me get this thing on the screen. Window capture.
Oh man, they stole the record and he killed. Man, that is some bullshit.
I mean, look at this though.
I guess that's a possibility, and that he used the trigger puller. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know.
Trying to get it on the screen. Hold on. Window capture. Yeah, I'm trying
I do know this. That Pac considers himself a blood and would condone or assist in them beating up the little Crips that were around the record label at the time.
Right. Yeah, supposedly Pac and Snoop and them or I don't know about Snoop, but Pac and some other and the Outlaws, supposedly they jumped Little Half Dead.
But what was the beef supposed to be with Half Dead?
Well, yeah, let me get this image up and I'll go through it. Oh man. Serious cover. There you go. Hold on. Let me get it up.
I wouldn't be surprised because I heard they beat up Corrupt. This never hit the airwaves. But I heard from guys in the street.
Right.
And put him in the hospital.
Right. All right, so the thing with Little Half Dead, they say that Half Dead originally wrote, or at least originally wrote part of
Little Half Dead.
Yeah, they said that he wrote Brenda's Got a Baby, and he had it on a demo tape. They gave it to Interscope or someone, and Pac got a hold of the demo tape. So Pac ends up coming up with Brenda's Got a Baby, which I do not believe. Just by Tupac's writing style and what he talks about, you could tell that originally came from him. Definitely not no whack-ass Little Half Dead. But supposedly that's the beginning of the beef, and ever since then they always had tension. And then on top of that, they Pac and the Outlaws jumped Little Half Dead at like a commercial shooting somewhere, filming some commercial shooting, and ever since then, they say that it ties in with the whole Crips being the ones that shot Pac, which would tie in Orlando Anderson and Keefe D. But they say that Half Dead was the shooter, that he was there too, or something to that effect. And they say that Snoop was in on it, because Snoop is Half Dead's cousin. But if you look at this picture, even though this is a more blurry version, I wish I could have got a better one. You can see on the left side, you see Pac slumped over on top of some shit in the studio. In the back, you see Gaddafi from the Outlaws, shot in the head, just like he got shot 2 weeks after Pac's death. And then on the right, you see some fat motherfucker being thrown through a TV screen. So my thing is, why would he have this album cover? Let's say Half Dead had nothing to do with the shit. Then why would you put this on your album cover? Because it's so obvious that that's Tupac. It's so obvious that that's meant to be Gaddafi, and that's in Can-Am Studios, the way the shit looks and everything. So if he didn't have anything to do with it, why would he even taunt like he did?
I don't see how you could tell it's Tupac, and I don't see how you could tell it's that. But let's just say that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. I've never even given this any thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Right. That's ultimately what I came, to the conclusion of anyway. It goes back to what you said a few minutes ago. How does it affect your life?
This shit was only mentioned recently in the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, I took everything off.
Oh, well, yeah, because you'll drive yourself nuts trying to figure out some shit that can't be figured out.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't know. But, I'm about to end this thing because this delay is, like, really fucking this shit up. But, come on again some other time when I do another show. I'll have this shit straightened out. I'm going to do test runs and everything.
All kind of naps in the afternoon. I'm wide awake.
Word.
I'm actually working with the pretty... I like getting my brain picked because I talk a lot, but I got a lot of information. I've read books, magazines, thought about shit, and then just sometimes you just give up on shit. Like I don't even want to think about this bullshit no more. I want to think about some other bullshit, some other stuff. But conspiracy shit, I got a brother who's a conspiracy theorist, and I believe so much shit hasn't happened, man. The FEMA camps, they're there, but they haven't put us in there. The UN troops haven't come out of the sky. The electronic grid didn't go down, you know. They didn't stop delivering food and everything broke down. Not that it can't happen, just it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But a lot of those things that people were talking like that were going to happen didn't happen.
Right. Well, how about certain things that actually get declassified? Like chemtrails, for example. That's like a known fact now that they spray bullshit in the sky.
Somebody's a true prophet if the shit they said come true. I believe that. I didn't want to believe it at first until I saw city council meetings of cities way up in Northern California where the scientist was taking tests of the lake water. And then after a couple of years, he says the amount of chromium, aluminum sulfate, this all kind of metals.
Yep.
All kind of metallic shit. And the water just like went up like fivefold.
Well, let me ask you this.
California, we've always, not only we've had chemtrails, but in California, we've had state-sponsored sprayings, like to get to kill certain bugs that will kill the fruit. They used to spray something called malathion, and they would tell you to go inside.
So do you think that's the total reason why they do chemtrails?
They had some type of bug.
Right. So that's
it was fucking up the fruit crop.
All right. So do you think that's
that
why?
Was like 1990.
Okay. Do you think that's why they do chemtrails? As is that the explanation? They do it to kill bugs?
They might be trying to shorten people's lifespan. Might give them certain. Fuck. It's a for-profit medical industry.
Right.
No, it's a for-profit. That's one reason. It's a for-profit medical industry. I believe the worst of the worst is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, they're constantly trying to give people carcinogens and cancer. How much does cancer cost to treat?
Right, a medical industry, billion-dollar industry. Okay, so I think we're on the same page with that. That the medical industry keeps you sick on purpose, so they can keep getting paid.
What can you do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not completely unreasonable, but some stuff is just bullshit.
How about vaccines? What's your opinion on that?
What do you say? Orlando Anderson is supposed to be Tupac's brother? Give me a break.
Nah.
Man, I'm glad I got vaccines when I was a kid before they got so faulty. I wouldn't be surprised that they're constantly trying to dumb down the population, you know? And they use those vaccines and put different things in it to help dumb people down.
Yo, check it, right? From the year 2000 to like 2008.
I know it'd be pretty picked up not to get the vaccine. I know people that don't have their kids vaccinated.
And I ain't seen no smallpox outbreaks happen, but check it, from like the year 2000 to 2008, I didn't get any vaccines, none of that. I didn't even take any trips to the doctor. I wasn't getting checkups, anything. Started getting my checkups routinely again. What I got a flu shot around 2008. Now, between 2000 and 2008, I probably got sick maybe one time, and it wasn't even a flu. It was like a cold. Ever since that 2008 vaccine shot, every year, like clockwork, I'll get a flu at least one time a year.
Yeah, you're in New York City. You're out walking around people. People get fucking sick. You're lucky you're only getting sick one time. It's likely, you know.
Right.
You're walking around people, talking to people, close to people, touching things, touching your nose and ears. I mean, shit. I don't get a flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't get a flu shot, but when I thought you talk about vaccines and you talk about like the initial vaccinations that you need, when I was a kid, when I changed schools and I had to go to school, you had to show your vaccination mark.
Mm.
You had to show your vaccination mark in order for them to let you in school.
Wow.
I think California does it now too. I mean, it used to be the law.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, Beasley, I'm about to end this thing though, cause I'm starting to get tired out this motherfucker. But yo, thanks for coming through. I will be doing this again. Thank you everybody else for stopping by and all that shit. And you know, it's always good to chop it up and talk about real topics and shit. And I will get this
3
hangout
o'clock
shit
in the morning
worked
there,
out.
you should be.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna see y'all on the later, and you know,
Bet you later.
I'll be back soon. Peace.